Namaste everyone. Welcome to our weekly gathering. This today is a special day. We are going to do a book launching for our Queen Mother, Dr. Delois Blakely. She's a founder and CEO, Community Mayor of Harlem, New Founder Foundation Inc. in New York. Queen Mother is a UN Ambassador of Goodwill to Africa and Honorary Community Mayor of Harlem, a former American Roman Catholic nun and current interfaith religious leader, Pan-Africanist, writer, activist, and humanitarian. She has published books and articles on self-reliance, innovation, education, recreation, and culture, criticizing economic injustice and campaigning for sustainable economic and social development. Two books she made it, The Harlem Street Nun and Pilgrimage to Gory Island, both autobiographical, and a book, Education for Self-Reliance, for the research and study as a Fulbright scholar in Tanzania and Nigeria, among her many publications. Founder of New Future Foundation and chairperson, the late Congresswoman Shirley Chisholm in 1969. Without further delay, I want to invite Queen Mother Blakely. I think she has a net problem going on. Either way, let us see. Queen Mother,
Okay, speak.
Good morning to all.
morning.
And Queen Mother is saying that what a day it is amongst the beautiful colors of the trees this morning. As we were driving from one state to another and part of tri-state involved with the world, and arriving the beauty of the fall, the colors of the trees, and the sky was so beautiful this morning. And what a day it is to join all for the launching of Reflections. The sky is so beautiful, and the changing of the trees along the way. And so with that energy this morning, I come before you. Thank you.
And Queen Mother, we like to invite some special guests in this meeting. That is Ambassador Dr. Seema. I'll invite her to say a few words about you. That will be wonderful. Yes, Ambassador Excellency.
Oh, good morning. Good morning, dear Guruji. Good morning, Honorable Queen Mother. It is awesome to see you both and all of our other viewers inside the Zoom and beyond. I am happy and highly honored to participate in this book launching, not only because of who wrote it, and not only because of how much of an icon and a legend Queen Mother has been and still is and will be, but also because this book directly coincides with my work fields. I am a public health expert. I'm a WHO expert, public health and global peace ambassador in the largest peace advocating system in the world, the Global Peace Chain. I am also a panelist of national and international public health and multicultural committees and societies. And I am happy that this book speaks of reflections on the COVID-19, because COVID-19 can not only be categorized by the word pandemic, it can be categorized by the words attempt for destruction, crisis, light as well, even though light and destruction are totally opposite. But the reason I said attempt for destruction is because our world was attempted by some very evil forces to be destroyed in many different aspects. But many of the negativities, many of the flaws, many of the mistakes that we all have been making for centuries have been brought into light, and we all have been brought into light, which means it is not only a crisis, but it is the way to regeneration, to recovery and victory, which is the ultimate light. And I am happy on my part to give all of us the hope for that light and regeneration going on in the future. And in collaboration with Queen Mother, this light and regeneration is going to be so much quicker coming forth to all of us today and past today. And, under the great supervision of dear Guruji, we are all positively influenced in terms of energy, in terms of attitude, in terms of work and family and life tactics. And I would like to thank Guruji, using this opportunity, to thank him for what he is doing for all of us, for the positive influence and inspiration that he is to the entire world. And thank you very much for having me today.
Thank you, Ambassador, for joining us. Here I like to talk about Queen Mother. Last 22 years I am meeting her at the United Nations. She's really a down-to-earth person and has a beautiful soul, supporting community from different countries, encouraging people like us. Yeah, that's a part I like about her. I know she went through really hard time in her life, even though she keep the spirit of the globe. That's why I say globe, not only for Africa. She's a universalist. That's what I felt about her. And I'm glad I'm part of this event and able to host this event, especially for Queen Mother and her team. And let us see how this will go. Last day I put it on social media and people start watching things. Now I just put it on our social media live stream. So definitely at least 2,000 people watch the program within 24 hours. And I see when she come to the meetings at the UN, she listened to all the speakers and her questions are profound, her comments are profound. So that dedication itself is over 50 years coming to the UN, supporting the UN work with the different NGOs, diplomats, high officials, public leaders, elected officials. So we need leaders like her. I'm looking forward to read this book. I saw she wrote Value Community and my name in it somewhere. She showed me this year. She showed me that one, and I want to invite our Peace Light, Pete Regina, to say a few words about Queen Mother. Pete.
Hello, everybody. Queen Mother, it's such a pleasure and honor to be part of this event. I remember the very first time I met you was at the church center up in Harlem, and it was an event. And I went back and I spoke to Sheikh Musa Drame, and I said, "Hey, Sheikh, I met Queen Mother, and she seems like an amazing woman." And he raised his eyebrows and said, "You met Queen Mother?" It's like, let me put that into perspective. You probably met the woman who could pick up the phone and call any African leader and they will not put her on hold. And I was like, wow. So, and then I had the beautiful opportunity to have tea with you that evening and talk a little bit about the Project Peace Lights and the level of support that you've brought to me personally and to the project has been wonderful. And it has really inspired the team in Africa. The youth there and the team members of Project Peace Lights all know your name, all are excited and listen to your words intently and you have brought so much inspiration. So I thank you for that. I applaud your 52 years at the United Nations. It's a truly historic and wonderful humanitarian effort that you put forth. So I wish you all the best to be 100 years old and still adding the same sort of value that you've added so far. So
in the screen, I put myself, Queen Mother, Ambassador Dr. Seema, and Peter. So three of us can ask questions to Queen Mother. And my question is, Queen Mother, why you plan to make this book, especially during the COVID-19?
This book was given to me as a gift, Guruji. And you know about gifts, that the reflection of life itself impel you sometime to do what you may not think of doing based on the reaction of your brain. And this is a gift to me. Why would Queen Mother think of 3 to 6 a.m. in the morning to rise to pray, and on her sense of a tongue, there was a flow of words. So I know it is a gift given to me for 33 days. And we may say it's a prayer. Others may say the spoken word, since I'm the Queen Mother of hip hop, or we could say it's reflections. And I prefer, in the spirit of my ancestors, to say the word reflections came to me. And I had the opportunity of using one of my senses, or more than one, to write it down, to read it, and to call others to hear it from 3 a.m. to 6 a.m. in the morning for 33 days. And it was at the height of COVID-19, 2020. And so that's how the work has come forward for all to enjoy. And as I shared it with the young people, they said, Queen Mother, we must put it to music. So as the youth, as young people driving in their cars or flying, that they will be able to hear the words we see as an inspiration. So this is what I would like to leave with you.
Ambassador, do you like to ask questions?
Yes. First of all, I would like to extend a huge hello and a warm hug to Queen Mother from our newly elected mayor, Eric Adams. Queen Mother, when we first met, I promised you that I am going to tell Eric about you and tell him that I was actually lucky and honored to be with you in the same space, let alone talking to you for an hour or so. And I did. And he finally got back to me after all of the campaign stuff that he was extremely busy with, and told me, Seema, I remember you told me about Queen Mother. I cannot believe you were with her, and I would like to hug her through you. So even though we are on Zoom right now, I am extending the warmest hug to you from Eric Adams. And the question that I want to ask you is, how would you consider working with the newly elected mayor and his new administration in New York City to redevelop and reimagine the multicultural initiatives to bring back New York City?
I'm just so moved this morning, Ambassador, that we are having this conversation so quickly and putting in the universe force. New York is multi-ethnic, multicultural. And for us to reunite and sharing with each other based on the zone where we live. It behooves through our mayor that Queen Mother would be more than honored to join his new administration, and through the work of the United Nations, multi-ethnic, multicultural, education and training of our young people. And through our young people, the training of our parents, what it would mean to the future generation, and what it would mean to the institution of education, the curriculum design, and to be engaged with teachers, training teachers, the concept that Queen Mother has worked with for the last 52 years, and how we was able to develop the model through New York University, and our first honorary chairperson in 1968-69, a woman by the name of Congresswoman Shirley Chisholm. And so as our first woman who also ran for the president of the United States and come out of the great borough, Brooklyn, where Eric also comes out of Brooklyn, what an honor it would be to join him in this divine mission from the city of New York to the halls of the United Nations and the world as a best practice. We need to have a best practice in the world for multicultural, multi-ethnic, and through the leadership of the future generation, our young people. Thank you, and let him know I'm looking forward to his inauguration, and let him know Queen Mother is waiting to hear from him. And he may remember when he came to the UN before 9/11, that year, where the country Canada worked with Queen Mother through our organization, New Future Foundation, at the United Nations, the largest exhibit that we had against gun violence in the United Nations that year. And the Neighborhood Youth Corps, young people worked in the program at the United Nations. They ran it. And so we invited at that time a police officer and assemblyman, and a man very busy politically, but guns. And we all think of Amadou Diallo, as you know, that he was shot 41 times. And you know that I was a part of the team with his mother and father of him returning to a country, which is Guinea-Conakry. And you know, it happened in the Bronx of New York. I was a part of from the beginning to the end of his arrival in his village, La Bay, in Guinea-Conakry, West Africa. And so with Eric Adams, he was a part of the law enforcement, the Black law enforcement, being a policeman himself because of his inflictions that was given to him by the police force. And for him to turn around, they say he would make a difference in law enforcement by becoming a police officer himself to uphold the law. What a better man we have today who knows the condition of our problem of bringing about peace, the culture of peace and transition with each other in various neighborhoods where we live. And so for him to be peace and security for the city of New York, what an honor. And having him in the United Nations with me for small arms that kills more people in the world than any other arms we may imagine that we have in the world. So it was an honor to have him there at the United Nations in the year before 9/11, down in the World Trade area. And that great violence against all of us that we felt from the World Trade at that time. And so there again, with Eric being a part of reform for us to live in a peaceful communities and districts in New York City. And now he's the leader, which gives him the opportunity to go on and roll out that divine plan for peace and security as a best practice in the world. Let New York take the leadership for the United Nations in peace and security. So Queen Mother, thank you again. And please give my best regards to him. And I have a picture with him, by the way, that is out there already congratulating him. And there again, let him know I'm looking forward to being an advisor to him as our new mayor of the city of New York elected. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Queen Mother. It was such a pleasure listening to you. And it is, it's such, such a relief hearing your voice. The vibrations that your voice sends just sound pleasant to the ear, let alone all the wisdom that you flourish, that all of us flourish with after having spoken to you. I will definitely give all of your regards to Eric, and it will be an honor for us to work with you, not the other way around. It will be a pleasure and the highest honor, and it will be history, because as we know, the city of New York is home to the headquarters of the United Nations, which is where it's 10 times as historic this year as it ever has been. And I thank you so very much for your insight. I will definitely direct all of that to Eric. Thank you.
Blessings to you again, Ambassador. Thank you.
Thank you, Ambassador Dr. Seema Karatinaya, for joining. I know you have a busy schedule. You join and bless the occasion. Appreciate your words. And I know.
Thank you. You are amazing, You're amazing pronouncing my last name. Thank you so much.
And now I'll go to our peace light, Pete Regina.
Thank you, Guruji. And I again, thank you for setting up all of these weekly meetings and all of the other events that you sponsor and organize. It's really brings the world together. Queen Mother, you mentioned before that some of the youth are actually did I hear it right? That some of the youth are taking the words and putting them to music?
By all means, yes, they have done that from the reflections. So it's in the world community of music and production. Yes.
That's a great idea. I'm looking forward to hearing that. I know that there are people both actively live right now from Africa, youth from Africa that are listening, as well as they'll come back and hear the recorded version of this. But what would you say to the youth in Africa about both the book and the reflections, as well as kind of the way you see the future of Africa unfolding in the short and medium term, and their involvement in that and importance in that process?
Peter, first of all, the work that you have been doing is very important. As I stated to you very early on, it's the work of light. And it's important that our youth, our young people, come out of their own light of their experiences. All of us have experiences in life, and so do they. And I'm saying to the young people, come out with your light. Let it shine before the world, starting on the continent of Mother Africa. Whatever Queen Mother will continue to do to serve you in the way that I can. As you know, as the young people say, that Queen Mother now is 80 years young. And I'm in agreement with them. I'm still dancing. I am still traveling the world, just returning from Dubai, Senegal, Goree Island, which we are fostering and developing a project for young people based on the reflection of the work that has been given to me as a gift of the Ark of Return at the United Nations. And there again, through the transatlantic ocean of the slave trade. And with that, with the healing modality and the training and the culture, the traditions, as I said, the DNA, and where they are to go on in their lives, from whence they are reconnecting to the roots of their lives. And I call on the children, the youth on the continent of Mother Africa, to receive their brothers and their sisters in the north or in the west or in the south, wherever they are returning home, the journey of returning home. They are there in partnership. You young people can learn from each other through your language, your tradition, through your culture. And I'm asking the youth to come together as one. And I'm sure they have heard the song, as one, come together and bond and change the conditions of the world. The world is yours now. And we can only give you advice or give you the guidance that you may be looking for, or to pull the strength from within you. And I would say to you, young people, Queen Mother will continue to advocate for you, to voice you in every situation I may be in. As I'm saying to those in leadership positions, to change now and listen to our young people, put them a part of the equation of a sustainable and economic development world, and the fair playing of all of us working together. And so this what I leave to the youth as Queen Mother. And as I constantly say to you, intergenerational. I can learn from you, you can learn from me. We learn from each other. So Queen Mother doors are open for that learning. And I will continue to sit at the table on your behalf and lobby for you and agitate for you to hear your voice in the halls and in the seat of the United Nations at the highest level with the member states of the world, as well as our Secretary General, as well as our Deputy Secretary General. Room at the table for the young people to be heard as they move forward in their thinking, how they would run a world, how will they be able to govern a world that they want to live in. Queen Mother has her ideas of the world she wanted to live in, and how do I continue to be engaged with that world, but also to listen to you the youth, the young people. And so I say to many of you when you come to me, go on now, go on, go on, go on, go on and do what you must do. And so Queen Mother will say to you, stay on the sacred path of life and go on now. Let me see what you can do as you now take the hymn of the world, because it is a new day. Right in front of all of us, we witness we are living in a new time, a time that we never knew before. It is new. And so let's build in this new reunion with each other. Let us bond together with one strong force to change our fate in life, change our condition in life, intergenerational, with folks like Queen Mother. And as you know, young people, I'm the Queen Mother of hip hop, boogie down the Bronx in New York City. And so I'm still booging down, okay? So you know that the whole hip hop generation come from that level of energy, and so have been embraced by Zulu Nation, and for to be a part of a movement of the spirit of young people and young energy. What a gift it has been for me. And I would take it a step further. What a blessing that I've had to be with young people for 52 years. And so being a catalyst for change with the future generation, what an honor it has been and a blessing for me to have been a part of you. And I thank you.
Thank you, thank you. Now I'm going to open floor for everyone to ask a question or a comment. Let us see. Please on your videos. I'm going to invite Deirdre Farmer Bellman.
Thank you so much. I am so honored to be joining you. And Queen Mother, I'm so excited for you and for the world to have the opportunity to read your words and reflections. It's a beautiful book, a beautiful and very powerful testament to survival in the struggle that we're going through with the pandemic and the struggle that we go through in general as descendants of enslaved Africans here in the diaspora. I want to just let you guys know a little bit about my connection to Queen Mother. We met, I'd say probably about 15 or so, well, actually, no, it goes back a little further than that, but we've gotten to know each other over the past 15 to 20 years through work around the reparations movement. Queen Mother used to work with Queen Mother Moore, who was one of the leaders of the slavery reparations movement. And Queen Mother would work with her, travel with her, was an advisor to her, as well as someone who helped her with speeches and many other things, just life in general. But I met her at meetings in that environment after Queen Mother Moore passed away. I actually never got to meet Queen Mother Moore. But I want to say that Queen Mother has played a substantial role in the work that we're doing around reparations. What I'm known for is focusing on corporations and corporate complicity in slavery. I've been researching, my organization, the Restitution Study Group, I founded it. We've been researching companies that played a role in slavery, and we've been filing lawsuits against them. And I want to thank you, Queen Mother, because at this time, we wouldn't be able to do the work we do without your support as our fiscal conduit for the work that we're doing right now. Thank you very much. Now, Queen Mother is about making sure the youth can carry the legacy, and I'm one testament to that, because at this point, we're able to do a few things. One of them, Queen Mother touched on, talking about the DNA. We work with New Future Foundation, testing African nationals so that we can reunite families. And we have done that successfully. As it turns out, Queen Mother, although born here in the diaspora, she is 100% African, and we know that from her DNA testing. And that's very rare for anyone that's born in the diaspora. But she is that person. I'm 92% African, for example. She's 100% African. But what we do is we actually unite the families, blood relatives who have been separated for 4 to 5 generations. Now, this is work Queen Mother we've been doing this from the very beginning. We did our first test at the United Nations in 2015, and we've been testing people ever since then. And the families, hundreds of families have been reunited so far as a result of this. Our head of the program is one of Queen Mother's children in Africa, Mohammed Fofana. And he does the testing around Africa, African nationals, and then we put it into a database, and anyone who's in that database in the United States or in the diaspora can find the actual cousins, learn their tribal history, the family history, and we're about to start with the languages. So we're really going to be teaching, and all of these services are free. Okay, if you go to the website restitutionstudygroup.com or .org, you can actually get the information. Another thing that we're doing is really examining and rewriting the history around slavery. We always taught that slavery was legal and that it was practiced legally. And now we know many of us, at least 12,000, based on our primary research, shows that at least 12,000 of us were enslaved illegally by a predecessor bank to Bank of America. And so right now we are developing litigation that will make Bank of America tell the truth. They've been lying about their role in slavery. And in particular, this part of it, the role of illegally, and it's illegal according to Rhode Island state law and United States law at the time in the 1700s. Many of us were stolen from Africa in violation of the laws of this nation. And so it's very important that this part of history is rewritten. The Queen Mother is assisting us in making this information known. So we'll be filing litigation soon. It will be consumer. To say thank you, Queen Mother, for all that you do. People don't know everything that you do, but you do so much to make so much important stuff happen for us. And I'm grateful, and I wish you the best on your reflections. It's a beautiful book, and everyone should get a copy. I got mine signed already. Thank you. Thank you, Queen Mother.
Thank you, thank you. I'd like to invite Robert Renwick.
Yes, hi, it's wonderful to be here. I was wondering if there would be the opportunity to hear some readings from Reflections. I see that you have a copy with you, dear Dia. It would be even better to hear some of the hip hop if there's somebody who wants to do that. But I think that would help me to decide whether I'm ready to buy the book. Seeing the cover was just great.
So I put the link of the purchase Amazon on chat box. So anybody can go to the link and purchase. It's only $19.99. If Queen Mother like to make some reflection on her book, that will be wonderful before anybody is reading, because we need her permission to make a reflection. Queen Mother?
Yes, thank you. If anyone who has the book want to read, please do so.
Okay. Dedria?
Actually, can you get a PDF file of it?
Please.
Believe it or not, I'm a musician, but I am not a poet, okay? So I'm gonna give my best shot reading the first poem in the book, God Runs the World, March 5th, 2020. God runs the world, and we run around in it. Run, 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 as fast as you can. God runs the world. As we run around in it, we run around in it. Run, 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 as fast as you can. Run, 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 run. God runs the world. As we run around it, God runs the world.
Oh, yes. Yes, thank you. Who else is reading?
Herschel like to say a few words. Herschel Daniels, unmute yourself.
Culture.
Yeah.
Agriculture or culture? Yeah, agriculture. I haven't looked. I have not been investigating the last 2 days. All right, I'll go look. It's 11:30, you said? It's 11:30 today. Okay, it is the meeting with the Secretary of
Chairman
Agriculture.
Daniels, Chairman Daniels,
Yeah.
is he speaking to us?
Send it under your name or on
I
how?
don't think he's speaking to us.
I'm going to send it again
Seems like
under my name, but I sent it under Black.
Hello?
Anyone else?
Anyone else would like to speak? Seem like Chairman Daniels is busy. Speaking of agriculture, is he back on to read?
Queen Mother, I don't have my book yet, but I see you have yours. Are you going to read it? Are you going to bless us with one of your readings?
Yes, I will. Okay. Cry for my mother. I'm going to do cry for, yes, I think I can. Yes. Cry for my mother. I'm fine. Okay, thank you. Can you see me?
Yes.
I'm at Dr. Connie and her spouse home
Okay.
in Plainsville, New Jersey. And as the guests of James Branch and Tiffany and others are here with us. Mashaka from Kenya have joined us. And Jeannie is here as well from Harlem. And we are all here. I'm going to do this one dedicated to George Floyd before I give the book to Mashaka. Cry for my mother. Mama, 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 my dear mother, where are you? Can you hear me? I can't breathe. You are the closest thing to me. I cry and pray for you to hear me. Breathing in and out my last breath that is being choked and snatched, robbed and stolen from me. Hide me in your womb, which is eternal. Your womb that sheltered me with love and protection. A womb that allowed me to survive and live. A womb that kept, nourished, and cared for me throughout the natural born days of my life. Mama, my dear, you know me. Where are you? I need you. For God's sake, I hang in the balance of life or death. Mama, mama, I love and honor you. Mama, I can't breathe. Shield and protect me as I lay in your belly. your divine and sacred womb, your womb allowing me to flourish and grow, and is a hiding place that is my destiny for all eternity. Mama, oh ma, mama, my dear, ma, I can't breathe. I call on you to surrender me in justice and peace. Oh, gentle Savior, save me. Oh God, I'm going to give it to.
Yeah, give me a minute. I'm going to pick one first before someone else can read first.
Okay, why don't I do the one, I'm going to do the one full moon, but let me give the book to you. Mashaka from Kenya is going to read for us. He's had the book for how long? Have you had the book for about a month?
I have.
He's had the book for a month, reflecting as a young man with the book and sharing with Queen Mother. And he's going to read quickly now. Come closer. Just come closer.
Well, you gotta turn one or the other.
Come over here. He slipped by. Come, bring your chair closer.
Yeah, turn.
Okay,
turn.
good.
This,
Go right
this,
ahead.
this is fine.
Okay, go right ahead.
So I'm gonna read a very short. First of all, thank you so much for Guruji. It's so good to see you. Thank you for hosting this event, and I'm glad to be sitting here next to Queen Mother, reading her words. I'm gonna read a short one called "God Clothe Me," written on April 30th, 2020. Clothe me in my right mind, God, to enjoy life. God, you have the last say, so be it. Let me stay in your conscience of righteousness and goodness. All is well with my soul. Thank you.
Very moving to hear that from Mashaka.
Thank you, Queen Mother.
I'm going to do, since we're in the full moon, you may want to turn that light out. I could see it. Thank you. She has a lovely home. So just bear with Queen Mother. I guess you could turn it back on. You could turn it back on.
Yes.
We kind of like became very cuddling up in here.
Yeah.
And it's very beautiful. And you could still see the trees, which is so beautiful, so colorful, and the blue moon behind us. Let me say the full moon up in the mountains in New York. What a day it was. It was the day of Prophet Muhammad birthday. And when you travel on his birthday, there's special blessing of going through the forest and the hills and the winding roads and the beauty of the creation. Full moon. The full moon radiates the beauty of the light and so bright. Move away and disappear from my sight as I listen to the sound of music with the tapping of my feet to the beat of concerto in G major. Swing of my head in a melancholy mood that caused me to be in a rhythm of ease and content. Set me in a tone that can connect me to my inner soul, just my inner soul, in search of the pleasure of you, Almighty God, the Most High, in your infinite assembly of the perfect pitch, full of joy, happiness, as I witness with the naked eye your wonder and splendor, as the full moon spins and spins and spins and turns and turns for everlasting. In the company of you, our maker, my maker, my maker.
Good morning, how are you?
Creator of all
Good. I was
things.
trying to reach you last night.
So be it. So be it. So be it. The full moon. So be it. Amen. Ashe. 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 Amen. Mhm. Yeah. I would like to, since this is a dedicated book to women, to mothers, the womb of a mother, and at a time like this, COVID-19 struck us unannounced and shut us all down for a reason and a season yet not known to us. We have no clue what is going on, but we can accept the will of that force greater than ourselves. COVID-19, dedicated to victims. And to President Joe Biden, I speak off the page, and for our Vice President, Kamala Harris, as I was accepted to your inauguration because of COVID-19, Queen Mother did not show up, but I was there to inaugurate you and dedicate it to the COVID victims, their legacy to the rest of us. Death, confront of the unaccountable numbers, as I cry and wail, filled with grief. Save me from this coronavirus that plunged the world in deep sadness, in sadness that spit out anger that is vicious, reckless, and wicked toward this unexplainable disease that plunged the universe, a stench that smells like the bowels of hollowed ground. Fertilizer covers the dust. Fertilizer covers the dust, molds into clay that sticks and remains for eternity or forever. Let not this pandemic threaten our fate or my life, as your will be done. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Remain with us, O God, the creator, the giver of all life, our Redeemer, my Redeemer. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Anyone else want to read for Queen Mother?
I think Harshal Daniel like to say a few words, he said.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Queen Mother, congratulations on the publication of this seminal book that starts the reflections in this year that history was changed. I was honored to meet Queen Mother in 2013 at the auspices of the late Lee Cherry at the African Union's consultation on Agenda 2063. Had never met her before that, but it turned out that there was only two people at that meeting who had trillion-dollar plans. And she had a plan called Then and Now, the Goree Island Plan, a $3 trillion plan for Africa. I came to the meeting with a $1 trillion plan for America, based on the authority of the President of the United States to issue quantitative easing funding. And we got together because we were both sitting on the reparations panel. It was roundtables that were brought together on consultation of Agenda 2063. And as a result, that our group chaired the roundtable on economic development. And in the participation, because I'm an NCOBRA meeting member, and because I'm also a member of, or was a member of the UNIA, but I had just created in 2012 Friends of the African Union after the call of the first ambassador from the African Union to the United States, Ambassador Ali, in 2011. And now I met this woman at the United Nations headquarters of the African Union, who was an ex-Roman Catholic nun, who had a book and had a plan. And what a journey it's been since then. You should know that this year in the United States Congress, that there is currently 194 co-sponsors of HR 40. 194. You should know that this year in California, the laws passed, the task force is in operation on reparations, not just about California, but about the whole of the United States. You should know that Queen Mother, sitting in that table, brought forth the case for reparations. We had a discussion afterwards. We kept in discussion, and I said in 2014, Queen Mother, you're in ECOSOC status with New Future Foundation. I'm a newcomer to the United Nations. I come from the OAU under His Excellency David Morrow, who was the senior honorary consul from the Republic of Guinea to the United States. I don't know this United Nations infrastructure, but there's going to be a review of human rights of the United States using this universal periodic review. I'd like my organization, Friends of the African Union and its affiliates, to joint venture with New Future Foundation and submit a solution in which we will say we will accept the funding possibilities of the $3 trillion Goree Island plan based on the idea that the United States, by paying reparations for the Japanese for the 3 years internment during World War II, and taking that pro rata, created a $5 trillion opportunity for President Obama to do the right thing. And she said, yes, brother. Okay. But New Future Foundation has its plan, and we'll take the 2 pages to explain our plan. And you take the 8 pages because it's a 10-page document that you're allowed on the second cycle of review of human rights by the Human Rights Council of the United Nations. So we submitted the plan. And we went to the State Department and we lobbied the State Department ineffectually because, as then Susan Rice said to me in a private meeting that we had, based on what we were promoting, was something that we didn't have a proof of concept. Well, today, we now have $390 billion worth of Federal Reserve bank-based community benefit agreements in existence. Today, we now have the work of the proof of this 52 years in the United Nations, joined by the actions that started in 2013 on August 2nd, 2021. The United States voted to create a permanent forum on people of African descent. It's here, it's done. Now it's to be actualized. And in that actualization, Queen Mother, Dr. Dolores Blakely, working through a variety of groups, is part of a working group that is bringing to the table, through the World Conference of Mayors, Historic Black Towns and Settlements, and most importantly, the experience of New Future Foundation and its generational infrastructure that has borne, I don't know how many hundreds of students who have interned at the United Nations. Now, in this time, in this year, she has not only worked for the creation of the permanent forum, but in 2016, when we met with the Obama administration on that, she helped launch at the Indigenous Peoples Forum an initiative between a discussion between Indigenous people, Native Americans, and people of African descent that has borne fruit on April 29th in the Indigenous Peoples Forum here, as creating an Indigenous Peoples Alliance that is people of African descent, Indigenous people of African descent, Indigenous peoples of the Americas, Indigenous people of Asia and Oceania, coming together and meeting every Thursday. And this is from her humanitarian work as putting this together. And so when I say to New York,
Fantastic.
that these agreements, like the PNC $88 billion 4-year agreement that starts in January, she is now on the mission, as she tells you, in representation of bringing together the Eric Adams United Nations in the intergenerational representation. She is all that we can be in doing that and creating those relations. We stand behind her 100% as the senior Queen Mother. And by the way, when she says Queen Mother, she is an Ashanti ennobled of that of Ghana, which we call Ghana today. But she has been officially ennobled. She isn't just someone who's from the UNIA who's calling themselves a Queen Mother. She didn't self-bestow the title Queen Mother. I was there as an organization when the Queen Mother representative from Ghana, a whole delegation at the Ghanaian embassy to the United Nations, that one of our executives was there when they said, "We've been looking for you. We found you. Where have you been?" She is an ennobled leader, elder in our community that on this day, we give honor to her as her book is officially launched today. And we look forward to the work with her this Friday as we update the Black Folks Plan with the United States at the State Department based on their response to our unsolicited proposal of 2020 on November 12th, when the United States, in the third round of the Universal Periodic Review of Human Rights of the United States, was conducted in Geneva on November 9th, that in the Biden administration, they issued an invitation to the United Nations Human Rights Council to come to the United States. And in 2016, when the Queen Mother met with the working group of experts on people of African descent on their then tour around the United States, and in this year, that it's fitting that Eric Adams extended to her the invitation to work for his administration, not knowing that she had done all this and leads all this in so many different forms, from the Commission on the Status of Women all the way through to the UN Food System Summit, to next year, COP27, which will be in Africa, in Egypt. And so we look forward to working with all of you in this ground-changing woman's life, that she is a living embodiment of intergenerational change. Thank you.
Thank you, Arshal. I see Her Royal Highness Princess Moradion Adidoyin Solarin like to say a few words. Please unmute yourself. If you can play your video, that will be great.
Thank you very much indeed. I bring warm royal salutations to my beloved Queen Mother. Greetings, Mama, and also salutations to everybody on this Zoom grid. I just wanted to, because I'm in between Zooms, I'm in the UK, so I'm quite a number of hours ahead of most people, but I kind of muted the other Zoom. That's why I cannot go on camera at the moment. Just wanted to really pay my respect and pay tribute to our beloved Queen Mother. I've met Queen Mother as well many years ago, and we've had the opportunity to meet at different times, you know, across the world. Ones that come straight to mind is our meeting, I think in 2013 or 2014 in South Korea, and a most recent one, 2019, just before the pandemic, at the Cannes Festival and in France, where Queen Mother honored us to make herself present at one of our awards, film festivals, and events in Cannes. I want to thank you, Queen Mother. We do not take, your presence lightly. I just want to also applaud you for the work that you've been doing across the world over the years. Even at your very young age, you still have the strength of a bull, and you continue to just move and do the things that you need to do. On behalf of my royal family, of which I also bestowed you a great honor in France, I want to say thank you and bless you. And as you always say, everything is indeed by divine order and divine orchestration. I shall definitely get a copy of this book. I think I've seen our dear brother Guruji has posted it into the chat. And I'm also going to show, if I may, with your kind permission, share that link with other people of Pan-African descent who love you and who'd want to share in, the words and the musings that you put together. May you continue to arise and soar, Mama. May your feet always be firmly on the ground. May the winds of beauty be there to usher you into everywhere you go. And may our great ancestors always be at attention to usher you in and out of everywhere. As God, our mighty creator, smiles upon you, smiles upon us all. Continue to do what you do, Mama, so that we can all together bring about a better quality of life for ourselves and for the coming generation. And as I always say, lest we forget, lest our children never know. Thank you, Mama, for enabling us not to forget. God bless you all. Thank you so much, Brother Guruji. Thank you.
Thank you, Princess. Wonderful to hear your voice.
Mhm.
So now I had to say a few words about the World Yoga Community. World Yoga Community is a non-profit organization accredited with the ECOSOC at the United Nations and the associated NGO with the DGC at the UN. The last 25 years, we are working very hard to bring the International Day of Yoga. We implemented that one through the Government of India and promote interfaith activities and cultural and social activities to bring people in one roof. Overall, we are doing pretty good, and we partner with the numerous NGOs around the globe. And I was looking more activities in African countries. That is a major place most of the people ignore. The last 2 years we were working on that one. I know the guidance always supporting us from Queen Mother Blakely, Reverend Remy, Dr. Remy Alapo, and other people, Wali, and numerous of people are. So I like to invite Queen Mother Blakely to our Global Council for the World Yoga Community as an advisor, and we work to promote more activities in Africa. I'm going to talk with the Government of India and African countries, and we are bringing yogasana sports for children. That is a major movement is happening. We made an organization last week in my state to build up this movement. And we want to have at least 40 countries coming together and create a yoga demo at the next Olympics. That's the plan. So children will get benefit, especially school and college students. When they get the certificate positions, they get extra marks or their seats in the college for admission. So definitely I am inviting Queen Mother Blakely to our team.
Yes.
Great. Then another person is our Pete Roginapis Lights. Is a silent person always with me last 5-6 years. And this is the time to invite him to the Global Council. So I'll update the website very soon and let you know the link and all the stuff for that.
Thank you, sir.
So is there anyone else to talk about or make a comment about this event or about Queen Mother or about the book? Because we have 10 more minutes.
Well, this is Esther.
Hi, Esther, how are you?
I'm blessed, thank you. I just wanted to congratulate our Queen Mother, my mother. I love this lady so much, you will not believe it. And I'm always awed at her strength and resilience. I mean, every time that I speak to her, I ask her, where do you get the strength from? Because so Queen Mother, I am so very grateful to have had this privilege of being here today as this book is launched. I've already shared the link with our group, Global Women Africa Network. I'm also going to share it on Facebook and invite people. Congratulatory messages have already been coming from our members. They are so happy because they love you so much. So congratulations for all that you do for Mother Africa and for all of us. God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you, Esther. That was wonderful. Queen Mother, any last words?
Yes. As I see that the host is giving us tea and coffee and water and all of the good food still waiting for us, and such a lovely home that I am doing my readings. Unless the host sis wants to say something, please come near Queen Mother of giving such a gracious home to us this morning. To call Queen Mother to make sure Queen Mother's here.
All I can say is that it's our honor to have Queen Mother here. We feel blessed by her presence, by her reflections during COVID. I can't wait to get the book. I don't have it yet, but I will before she leaves. And we're happy to have Jeannie and is it Mushaka here as well?
Mushaka.
As well.
Yes.
And we're just thankful that we can serve you.
Thank you.
That's what we want to do.
And Baba is taking pictures. That's her other half. You may want to come and say a word as well to us at your home. When we drove up in his yard, he made it clear that we was coming to his home this morning. And he was very proud. And we talked about water, a plant that is in his backyard. So you can imagine that we have enough water to be able to heal all of us. Just to hear the words from him this morning, water. So water is life. So Baba, please.
Grandmother, we welcome you to our humble home, and it's very gracious of you to pay us this visit and to listen to all your words of encouragement and for the things you have helped to do for the world at large, not just America, not just New York City, but we're talking about people from all over the world complimenting you for the job you have been doing with them. We thank you for that, and you will stay blessed.
Thank you, Baba. Thank you for allowing Queen Mother to enter your humble abode or your humble home.
Oh, by the way, I'm from Nigeria.
Oh, he wanted to make it clear, Queen Mother, since I didn't tell you where I'm from. But Queen Mother already knew that. He wants everybody to know in the world he is from Nigeria, where Queen Mother, October the 1, is born on Nigeria independence. So Ambassador Tijani Muhammad is our ambassador to the UN, and they just celebrated my Earth Day of my birthday every year, October 1. And I am older than Nigeria, independence. So they always have to celebrate Queen Mother, either in New York or Abuja, wherever, Lagos, Akeja, wherever, Queen Mother is on the agenda. October the 1, which is Nigeria independence, the first day of October. I want to leave with us 2 pieces of the work, a body of the work. Amazing Grace. Amazing Grace. How sweet it is to engage in the wonder of God's grace. Make us be still, silent as a lagoon, to witness your amazing grace. In this place, my, in this place where Queen Mother is sitting this morning, in this abode, which is also the home of our family. Or we could just say our home now, that we are enjoying with each other from all over the world. Let us be still and know you are God, and God for all ages. May we ask to hold onto your unchanging hands. Save us, amazing grace. How sweet it is. It is sweet, amazing grace, where we abode, where we live, where we are. Amazing grace. My favorite one that would take us out, Aguji, because this has a lot of meaning to Queen Mother when the world was shut down. And usually Queen Mother leave from one place to another. And my first stop or my last stop of the day is at the United Nations. God runs the world. God runs the world, and we run around in it. Run, 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 as fast as you can. God runs the world, and we run around in it. As fast as you can, just run. Now go on and run, 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 children. Go on and run, 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 neighbors. Go on and run, 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 member states of the United Nations. Just keep on running. Just keep on running. God runs the world, and we run around in it. We run around in it. Now, you just don't want Queen Mother keep on saying, keep on running now, because you think you know everything. But we had a shutdown. Why you didn't tell us about it? So I could have took off and started running too. Away from you and everywhere else, in the forest, in the hills, and in the sea. Run, 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 as fast as you can. God runs the world as we run around in it. God runs the world as we run around in it. As we run around in it. God runs the world.
Run, running time now. That is a beautiful one, good mother.
Beautiful.
Queen Mother,
Yes.
this is Frank Jackson. I want to bring you greetings from the World Conference of Mayors and the Historical Black Towns and Settlements Alliance, and congratulate you on your book. I enjoy you every time we meet. I enjoyed our trip together to Senegal, to Goree Island. Very impressive. I just honored to be in your presence. So congratulations, Queen Mother, and we wish you all the blessings that God can bestow upon any individual for the rest of your days.
Thank you, Mayor Jackson, and to the World Conference of Mayors and Human Settlements, where the least of our people live. As I addressed the UN on many occasions, and as I said to the Secretary General and to the Deputy Secretary General, Guterres is from Portugal, and you know he is our Secretary General of the United Nations. My daughter, that she knows she is to me, is Amina Mohammed. The first woman of the world is my daughter, Amina Mohammed. And as I've said to all of them, it is our duty and our responsibility for the poor and the powerless of civil society we must always remember and work for. As we continue to work for member state and all of the other actors and actresses. But our first is civil society. The least is the purpose of the United Nations representing all people of the world. And so in that conclusion to the world that I've been a part of for 52 years, and that is the United Nations, blessings to all. And I thank you as we dedicate this body of work to the women of the world. Blessings to all of you. And I thank you for joining me. Thank you for having Queen Mother.
Thank you, Queen Mother. That was a beautiful gathering. And this is official book launch for Queen Mother's book, Reflections During COVID-19 2020. So please go on Amazon and purchase the book for you or a gift for your loved ones. Thank you, everyone. See you next time.
Go and get the book, Queen Mother.
Yes. Blessing, blessing. Mayor Jackson, and to all, give my love to all. Blessings.
God bless you, Queen Mother. We enjoyed you.
Blessing, blessing. Thank you.
Bless you, Queen Mother. Love you lots.
Blessing my daughter. Give my love to the UK. Blessing, and to the kingdom. Blessings to all of you.
Bless you, Mama.
See you soon. Blessing.